It's time for
a sensitive sports podcast.
What it do, party people? Oh, here we are. It's a lovely, beautiful Sunday morning. I'm here with my boys. J-Mo, what it do?
What up, baby? What up, baby?
I'm here with Jay Grizzy, my producer, my boy on the ones and the twos. What it do, baby? This is Z Watt and J-Mo, Sensitive Sports Podcast. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot to get into today. Per usual, we have some NFL, some MLB, some NBA, some UFC, and wow, boys, I'm really excited to get going. Tell me about your week.
I think you left off some sports, but you know what? It's every time you repeat that, it just amazes me.
We're not trying to dismiss any other sports. We're going to talk about all sports.
And I love
that. But for sure, every time those four.
It's just, if you would have gone through the whole thing, I would have been absolutely amazed because every time you do it, it gives a tingle in my little
Because you want me to talk about hockey, but, hockey.
I mean,
hockey's great. I love hockey.
Now, the Blackhawks just acquired Seth Jones, if you guys don't know.
In the draft?
No. We had a big blockbuster. They call it a blockbuster trade, bud.
Yeah.
Seth Jones from the Columbus Blue Jackets just came off to Chicago, Illinois, bro. Sitting there with his fucking feet dangling on the plane, ready to fucking rip it and stick it on the defensive line. Hey, that's what we're doing here.
I love your enthusiasm. Let's just see what happens next year. They're not the...
Now, did we have to give up our freshest defensive line or defensive back dude to fucking get that guy? Yeah, we did.
Awesome. How was your weekend, boys?
It was good.
I mean, it's Sunday, so my weekend's not over yet.
Excuse me, how was your past week?
There we go. Okay, so now, past week, though? Worked about 58 hours. Now, our warehouse has a little bit, so I work for a logistics company, and so what we're dealing with is we're moving freight to our warehouse, moving it internationally.
That sucks.
And our warehouse is about 3 football fields long, maybe longer. And the problem is we have a lot more freight coming in. Now, Zach works for FedEx, and we have a lot of FedEx freight that comes in.
Awesome.
And now the problem is that we have so much freight coming in that's not going out because there's just an influx at the fucking airports.
So everything's backed up, and your brother's not helping much.
Dude, that's the thing is.
The puppies aren't doing it.
And we're understaffed. Dude, I'm talking about there will be, we have to get some shit
ready. Alec is not doing his part. Is that what I'm hearing? Just like he didn't do his part in fantasy last year?
Honestly, Alec is putting in more hours than I fucking am.
Awesome, and he's getting paid.
Yeah, he's getting
paid. You're telling me everything's not straight.
No, the thing is you're trying to find a package that goes with this console. A console is a group of freight that's going to move on the same airline.
Okay.
Now, I'm trying to find one little package of the freight, and it's like a needle in the haystack because there's so much freight in this fucking warehouse. That I'm really
like a game of I Spy.
Dude, I snapped my ankle yesterday coming off a pallet, and because I got these new little in touch little boots and stuff that I'm working with.
Sweet! So I'm gonna have an advantage on the golf course today. I don't want to talk about work, dude. We work every damn day during the week. What are we talking about work on our podcast for? I was trying to relay Alec, not helping out at work to him coming in last place in fantasy last year, and you went and ran off with it like you were doing the 250, like homie. He came in last place, and so did Kason and Danny.
I'm just venting off some steam, dude. I feel like everyone works that listens to this podcast.
Work sucks. Let's talk about sports and what's awesome, dude. And Alec came in last place last year. So do you guys want to talk about that? And Kason and Danny and what they're going to be doing for the draft this year?
You know what's funny about that, though, is Alec came in last place. But according to Danny, he may have got actually third to last place because Danny the year before said, are we talking about when it comes to playoffs, or are we talking about when the season ends? Because that's
absolutely hilarious. Because we've done it the same way the past 6 years.
every year, same
you
way.
Come in last.
He did that shit with me.
Yes.
He did that with me.
That was the one with you last year when he came in last. They played each other in a consolation championship or whatever, and he thought that's what mattered, and that's not what matters. What matters is the regular season standings, and these last 3 seasons. Where we established there's going to be something for the last place finishers. Nobody really lives up to their word, but we're taking this seriously. Our annies go up every year, and now we're thinking, okay, I think it's about time we do something for those punishments, right?
Well, to be fair, we never had a set stone punishment until like midway through the season. So
it's true because our group chat is an absolute shit show. Jay Grizzy is a part of the shit show.
Now,
Right?
fortunately, between me and you,
it's on Snapchat because Danny, our guy we talk about all the time, is the only one who doesn't have an iPhone.
So what I'm saying with the league, me and you have never had to worry about that last place. But Jay Grizzy has been one of them. So give me
I don't
your
know
perspective.
what it's like to be down there,
give me your perspective when we're going through the league and it comes to mid-season and we're trying to give off last place decisions that we have to make. Is it kind of give you a little anxious? Is it like, oh shit,
Oh, well, first, I'm pretty sure I beat you by like fucking 150 points.
The first game.
We're not talking about that, bud. We're talking about.
So yeah, when it comes down to the wire and it's a game by game action, and I'm constantly looking at what Danny, who Danny's playing, how many points he has, who's Kaysen playing, who's Alec playing. Yeah, it gets a little anxious, but you know what? Fuck it. That's what it's all about.
No.
Jay Grizzy made playoffs one time in the past 3 years.
That's not my question. My question is, when we're trying to give the consequence for getting last place, and we start that conversation mid-season, and you see yourself in the bottom tier, are you feeling like, okay, this is unfair because we're doing this midway season? Like, how are you feeling about that?
Okay, a little bit, but then I think to myself, I'm not sweating it because I always pull out, I always come up clutch.
This motherfucker.
That's a great response. The real problem here is we're trying to shade from the fact that we try to bring this up on numerous different occasions and nobody gives their 2 cents on what they think should happen, and it's absolutely disgraceful. I don't care if it's in Snapchat. Everybody needs. So I mean, at the draft this year, we're meeting up and we're gonna barbecue and we're gonna have a full day event and watch the UFC fights that night. And I think the 28th of August is a decent card, according to Jake.
Dude, honestly, I haven't looked into it like that. I know it's not a pay-per-view. I know that.
It's not it's still going to be a fight, and the boys with some alcohol, some barbecue and some fights on. Come on. I mean, there's
the one thing I want though is a written. I want it to be like the Declaration
we're going to print out
of
papers,
Independence, bro. I want a
100
lengthy page that everyone gets.
It's not going to be lengthy. It's just going to be
not lengthy, but
it's going to state the rules about who you can pick up and who you can't.
As long as everyone gets it, and there's no bullshit that people are like, okay, we got the actual what everyone's getting paid out, what the rules are, everything like that.
Yes.
Dude, people need to see that because that shit last year, at the end of last year, I don't know if people
the last
people
two
don't know.
seasons,
Ricky, no, fuck that. I want to talk about Ricky. We got to the payout, dude, and that shit was bullshit.
Oh, Ricky got a little
what
butthurt
happened?
out of nowhere when we clearly
we were talking about. We had said first and second were the only people that were going to get money.
Right.
We had established that draft day.
We did, and we saved it. But
the fact that this fool remembers it is incredible.
Wait,
because
so what was
hammered.
Ricky saying?
Yeah, I was.
Well, Ricky was like, "That's bullshit, dude." The people in the because it ended up being me and JJ at the top two, and he was like, "That's bullshit." The people in the top two just want to take all the money. I was just like, "Well, no, bud. If I was fourth, fifth, sixth,
he knew though. Look.
It would have been the same thing.
He knew though. He knew. I think he just had an emotional moment. Like, good God, these guys are really about to run away with all of it. You know what I mean?
Because I love. Hey, Ricky, if you listen to this, I love you. I'm sorry, but
for sure was
you got a little sensitive towards the end of the season.
Yeah, just a little bit. But
by the way, the 28th main event in UFC is Sean Brady versus Kevin Lee.
Ooh, Sean Brady. Give me a little stab about Sean Brady. I don't even know if
Sean Brady is 14-0. He is yet to lose. It's a welterweight event.
We'll talk about that with UFC. But Josh, you didn't tell me about your weekend.
My weekend played.
Weekend. I mean, it's Sunday.
What the fuck did you do this week, bud?
What did I do this week? I played lots of golf. I played golf 3 times.
Hey, he's my double today. I'm going with it. I'm running with it.
Is that the Gulf of Mexico, or is that we playing golf, bro?
The Gulf of Mexico.
I watched the Bucks win.
What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, tell me your feelings when Giannis dropped that 50.
What's your feelings about Jameson saying that the Suns were going to win 2 in a row to win the whole thing?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
I don't think I said that at all.
Jesus. Hey, I mean,
what's that?
It was great. I watched the whole game.
Yeah, you did.
It was a good game.
Awesome.
Giannis putting up 50.
50. Hey, that JJ texted me, and that's a true definition of putting the team on your back. And dude, it is. It really is.
At the end of that game, when he dropped those points, I said, damn it, that just it had to be. Like that dude literally
because of the injuries that the Suns, the Clippers and the Lakers, respect because they had their injuries themselves. But I feel if Giannis did not go absolutely batshit crazy last game or those last two games, he would have got a little bit discredited for the win because the Lakers and the Clippers and the Mavericks, if they get there to it's what I mean.
That's what's so beautiful about it is that he did what he had to do
exactly,
and
in order to maintain that.
All right, well, we probably should save that for the NBA.
Absolutely, we're gonna get there. So your week was chilling.
It was chilling.
My week. Work was good.
Talk to me, baby.
Went and played disc golf on my break.
Oh my God. Tell me how you ripped that disc.
Honestly, I went pulled up on the side of hole 14 at La Mirada, and these two guys were from out of state visiting and playing the course.
So you're playing with people that you don't know?
I literally hopped on. I was like, hey, because it was a little bit busy.
Oh, it's like golf almost.
At these nice courses, yes.
Oh shit!
La Mirada's the second disc golf course ever
made.
If you didn't know.
So long. Okay, yeah.
And there's like thousands across the world. It was the second one ever made. Did you? I don't know if.
Yeah, I did not know that. Yeah,
so it's a pretty popular sport over here in Southern California.
Crazy, okay.
But I hopped on with these guys, and they were from out of state. I forgot what. I think they said Oregon.
Now, did these boys have roster colors, a little bit of dreads, or what?
No, they were regular people.
Okay.
They were visiting for work. They were just regular dudes. Probably had a family. They weren't a total. They weren't. I know what you mean. They weren't those type of people. I ripped it with these guys, and they were like, "Oh man," like, geez, the FedEx guy.
Keep going, bud.
The FedEx guy could really huck it, and I was like, "Okay, sweet." These guys are being really nice, giving me some props, and then softball per usual. Oh, dude, in softball, I hit one of the furthest balls I've ever hit in my life.
Tell me about moonshot.
Dozer and Caesar are playing on the other field, and Dozer said he looks over, and all of a sudden he just sees me crank. This ball went literally like 325 feet.
Now what's crazy is
that's a lot for a softball.
Dude, so I was talking to Kason last night. He's explaining the rules.
Who's figured it out of late? Good job, Kason.
Of your guys' tournament where it's not skyrocket pitches that these fuckers like literally just psych you out and just they give a little dude, I did not know that. I was like, it kind of made me nervous. You guys, I was thinking about fun. I was thinking about maybe coming joining me.
And we have a pitcher on our team. His name's Shane. He's a cool dude. I think he's from Compton and. He's nasty with it, dude. Nasty with it.
See, it's hard for me to imagine what nasty is for the softball. Then all of a sudden, I was watching.
You walk up like this, and you boom, boom, tap your glove a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, it was just it was. I was watching the USA Girls Olympics. Olympics is going on right now.
The Olympics.
They were playing Australia.
Soon. Hopefully not. Cross your fingers. Knock on wood. Dude, I don't want
the chick pitch in the Olympics is so gnarly. I was just like, what in the world is going on here, dude? Dude, she like bends down, gets it. I'm like, I don't think I could hit that. I don't think about the MLB where they're throwing 90 and all of a sudden this chick's throwing.
The Finch? Jay Finch? What's her name from the softball legend?
Jenny Finch.
Struck out Albert Pujols in the All-Star Game festival.
Well, we have that field close to us. What's that? It's
That's the Lisa Fernandez
Fernandez field.
She was a Olympic.
Dude, what are they doing with that park, bro? That thing is just...
It's always under construction.
Yeah, what is going on with that
I will say the more league softball girls are lucky.
They haven't had that carnival there in a while, right?
Well, yeah, nothing. Well, especially because of COVID. I mean, there might have been one last year, but
social distance, people.
We're
still doing this thing.
We were ripped off a year. Thanks.
Thank you.
We're not going to get too much into that. That's for darn sure.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Newsome.
Back to Danny and Kason and Alec. They're going to be so on the date of our draft, like we said, we're going to barbecue. We're going to have a great day. We're going to draft, and then we're going to watch the UFC fights. But something else that is going to happen before all of that is a beer mile.
Oh, a little excited about it because if my brother's going to participate,
he's going to. If he doesn't come, he's going to be such a bitch. He's got to call out.
He thinks he's going to do well. He's been telling me, dude, I'm going to be okay.
So he was just texting in the group message that day because he was just having a little bit of he was down for a little bit.
A little juice in his tank, but when I'm telling him, bro, a mile is a mile, bud. You're not running that far.
Bitch.
Now, Kason was telling me he's on the Peloton bike just with his training for 15 minutes. I was like, bro, this is going to be a beer mile where you guys are going to be drinking alcohol, running a mile.
Listen, now hear me out.
Are we drafting right after that?
I think we should, so they have a disadvantage.
I completely agree, and I feel so terrible about it.
This
fool Josh is over here grinning because he has no partake in that. That is so
He
crazy.
is flirted with this spot that they are in, but is not going to be a part of it.
This guy, dude. How in every year of the draft he is in... I can't believe that Josh does not have to partake in this. This is crazy.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
Call me Mr. Clutch. Hey, you know what my fantasy name's going to be this year?
Just not the Packers.
The Last Dance. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
Honestly,
it's
Josh,
not going to be. They're not even going to play for the team next year.
I love it.
Okay, you know what?
Every team name you come up with is something to do with the Packers, and this one is the most OG and gangsta of them all. If you're asking me. But we got to get going here. What's up with the MLB? Oh.
Talk to me.
The Dodgers, Giants. Yeah, we won that game with a walk-off from Will Smith, and then it kind of went south after that. And the games with the Rockies are kind of going south right now.
Usually we bring up Dodgers Giants, and we think about just absolute fan fights, but we're here to talk about baseball this time, okay?
Oh, yeah.
We're here to talk about baseball.
So what's happened in between the lines, I guess you could say?
So many competitive games over the years, and I'm not saying these games haven't been competitive, but they haven't been in the Dodgers' favor for sure. Talk about Kenley Jansen. You know, he's been getting lit up a little bit like a torch in an Indiana Jones movie, but the fans are booing this guy. This was talked about on Rogan and Rodney, and I tried to call to get on to talk about it, but I ended up, playing Who Dis instead. Got 2 right. Rodney beat me, got 4. I don't think that's okay to be booing the fans, first of all, which was that topic they talked about. But in a sense, the closer role is so important, and ask me why, Jameson.
I would. Okay,
ask me why the closer role is so important.
Can I get my?
Why do you think it's important?
Yeah,
first,
okay.
First, let me think. Let me hear what you got.
So the closing role is, from my understanding, is a person who is going in there. Everyone in the dugout's going, okay, this guy's going on the mound. He's going to close this game out. We have no stressors at all.
Okay.
That's the point, right? It's that guy's coming in. He's going to throw some junk.
Absolutely.
And he's going to get this game done.
Some gas or some junk.
That's what I'm saying. This guy's coming in. Now,
exactly.
Tell me why this is so important.
Okay, so the closer role is so valuable because, like you said, the team and the coaches expect you to close the door.
Yeah.
And the hitters that have been in there the whole game, odds are it's their 5th at bat, if not their 4th. So they've seen live pitching 3, 4, or 5 times by the time they're seeing this closer.
Sense. So they've seen what's been coming at them.
They've just seen live pitching.
So there's
different arm angles, different pitchers. Might have been a righty, might have been a lefty, but they've still seen it. Okay. So that is why when you it's like a quarterback 1 or a running back 1, you're our starting point guard. You are our closer. So you get paid the big bucks to shut the door on these guys. And I know nobody's perfect, but people are upset, and you got to give them some slack on why they're upset, because this team pays that guy to shut the door. And I know, nobody's perfect, but it's their 4th or 5th at bat, and they're ready to hit. So close the door.
So what happened with this dude Jansen last night?
It wasn't last night. It was against the Giants series. He just gave up some runs and blew some saves.
Damn.
Very simple. When he didn't get the save, he blew the saves.
Oh, Jesus.
So the Dodgers, Jansen still has had a great year, right? He has. But, Josh, did you watch anything about it? Or hear anything about it? Watch the games at all?
I didn't watch any of the games, but, I'm looking at the power index.
Okay.
I'm looking at some statistics.
I got you, homie.
So their relative power index ranking, the numbers are the same. They are so similar across the board. Even batting average. They're the same batting average. They both have a 243 average. The Dodgers have scored more runs.
Are you talking about over the season or the series?
Over the season. When you put it, I
was like, the series, it doesn't sound.
When you put it down to a 3-game set, obviously, they're playing multiple sets throughout the season, 162 games, but
yeah,
it's pivotal. What playoffs are a month 2 months away.
So we're
2 months away.
2 months out. Okay.
2 months.
I mean,
out.
and these head-to-heads, especially in this division, I mean, with the Padres running so close behind the two, you can't afford. You got to win series.
You got to win every single one you can, especially against your division.
Did you watch JP's game last night?
I did not.
Dude, it was.
It
was exciting. He almost walked it off. Almost.
I know.
Almost walked it off. Now he hit a ball to the infield. He got safe, but they got the blue out at home. But
the who out at home?
The dude on third.
What did you call him? The Beluda? What is it? The Blue?
Yeah, I heard it
the
too.
Blue, the umpire and the runner? The dude?
Both of them.
Okay.
Mixture. It was
the wild pitch was the walk-off, right?
Yeah.
JP.
See, no. So he hit in the infield. He got to first, but the next dude came up, walked it off. But it was like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, so does JP still kind of get credit for getting to first, or is it just like, nah, this dude got the dude out at home because he hit it into the infield? Like, what's the credit to that?
It's a fielder's choice.
So
it's two-way street.
So he could have went. Well, no, it's not a fielder's choice because in technicality, in my understanding, is you're gonna go to home because you don't. It's a walk off either way. It's the bottom of the ninth, right?
And so for JP's stat line, it's an out. It's not a hit. So
even though he went to first,
correct, because the fielder chose to take the out at home. The fielder had the choice to make the out.
If fielder chooses anything else, he would get an error, right? It would game lost.
It'd still be a fielder's choice.
But yet they would lose the game if he would have knocked that. He went to first. He got out. There was one out.
Theoretically, if he did score, it still wouldn't. He wouldn't get the error because it was just his choice to just get an out at first. And like dumbass, you just lost the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, okay, dumbass.
I mean, unfortunately,
it's a little weird.
Unfortunately for Jay, it's not a hit, so that dings his average. Which he's in the 270s.
He's chilling.
Hitting on 280s.
Does it count as a hit even though he went to first base and got...
No.
Oh.
That's not how baseball works.
It doesn't. Anyways, dude, I'd rather get on to something else if you guys don't mind. And it's...
Well, talk to me. What do you want to get to, bro?
Is Vlady Guerrero going to hit the Triple Crown or is Shohei going to hit 60? Because to be honest, I think Vladdy's got a better chance than Shohei hitting 60.
Dude, Shohei is over there. I don't know what that boy's eating. I don't know if it's just that Korean Mongol food, what's going on here, but that boy is ripping. Is
Shohei Japanese?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was Korean.
He's Japanese.
I thought it was straight up Gangnam style.
I'm here for you. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Shohei Ohtani, he hasn't hit a home run since July 18th, and I know it doesn't seem like...
No, I thought he hit a home run the day after we went to the Mariners game. I swore.
That was July 18th.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
And it's July 25th, so he's... I'm sorry, but like for his pace-wise, like every day he doesn't hit one kind of is a big deal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. I mean, unless he rakes in August and September, which, I mean, hey, if he hits 15 home runs in each of those, I mean, sure.
So what could happen is he could have a huge 3 home run day and then 2 weeks later have another 3 home run day. I hear you, Jameson over here rubbing his ears out because of the earphones.
Oh, dude, I mean, yeah. Your boy's got some.
If you remember in high school back in those days,
yeah.
Sometimes you had to,
Dude, these things are like, I feel like I was watching the skateboarding Olympics, dude, and they all have earpods in. I don't know how that's happening. I don't know if the Olympics is sponsored by earpods, but it's crazy.
So, Shohei, I don't think is going to get 60. I think we could all agree that although the Triple Crown is such a, crazy feat to accomplish.
So what's the Triple Crown?
It's when you lead the league in average, home runs, and RBIs.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. The last person to do it was Miguel Cabrera, and I believe 2010.
So from
2012.
So my understanding is the Triple Crown is actually not crowned to anyone every single season.
No,
you have to earn that throughout. Okay. Now that's That's actually kind of exciting.
So the craziest part is that fool has a legit better chance. You're not a fool, dude. You have a better chance of doing that than Shohei does to get 60, my opinion.
That dude in Anaheim, he's a sweet looking dude, but we're talking about the Triple Crown. We're
talking about Vladimir Guerrero's offspring.
Now that you
something that has evolved into something else. He's doing way better.
It like that, dude. I'm all for the Triple Crown. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
We're on that train now.
Get that Triple Crown, bud.
Dude, that
That's
was
what I'm talking about.
sick. He's a strong ass dude too.
He's got those thick thighs too. I see it in the game.
And real quick before we move on to the NBA, fellas, Jacob DeGrom, he's on my fantasy team, and he has been on the IL like 3 or 4 different times this year.
Yeah, I've been seeing that
for like less than 10 days because it's an IL, the 10-day IL, and he's been on it for less than 10 days. Anytime the guy feels any slight anything, he goes on the IL, and it makes me mad.
Why wouldn't he?
I would too if I were him, but I would have.
He's closing down on records, and the longer he doesn't pitch, the better his record stands.
The thing is, I did not know that dude was a shortstop in like what was it, college? Right, he was like a shortstop in college or something like that.
He hits good. I don't know.
No, he hits good, but
I've never. That could be true.
I was like, someone was. I don't know what I was listening to, but they were talking about how DeGrom wasn't a pitcher originally, and that he got to the MLB,
So
and
maybe
it was just all of a sudden he's just. They're like, oh well,
he was a shortstop.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Jameson. Yeah. I remember hearing something about that when he won the Cy Young. I think. Yeah,
dude, he was like a shortstop. That's what I was hearing. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that. From my end, I just remember just listening to him, just like, well, this dude's the best in the league, and he was playing another position where it's just so crazy. It's like athlete, right? Just a straight up athlete.
Straight athlete.
Yeah, it's just so crazy.
We were saying it 3 episodes ago or something like that. That better place $420 on Shohei Ohtani and Jacob DeGrom to win MVP.
Yeah.
And they are both on par for it. Still, I think if Jacob DeGrom throws 3 starts in a row of dominance, he'll be right back in that MVP discussion. We all know it.
I just want to tell him, I want to whisper in his ear, hey bud, let me in on that.
420 to win like 117,000 or 179,000.
That just
blows your mind, don't it?
I don't even. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I wish I was that guy. Anyways, boys, it's time to get on to the next subject.
What we got, bud?
Some NBA.
Okay.
Some NBA.
Let it rip, bro. Let it rip.
Giannis and the Bucks partying and ordering the Chick-fil-A nuggets and
Nah. I want to hear Josh's reaction to this whole thing. What's going on,
Josh?
here,
what do you think about the Bucks and their whole celebratory style? And let us rip.
Let it rip. Bud.
It is
Don't hold back.
Beautiful. Milwaukee finally
Can
has
you
a
say
championship.
it like Bruce Almighty?
BEA beautiful.
Awesome.
Okay. Still lame.
Milwaukee finally has a championship after so long. It's great for the city, great for the fans. Don't know if you saw Giannis's Instagram live, sitting in a Chick-fil-A drive-thru ordering 50 McNuggets or 50,
I think everybody's seen it. Remember he told the girl, you got 150,000 people watching you right now.
Yeah, and her face.
Like, oh, sick.
She's like, oh. You know that he broke an Instagram record. He had like 2.37 million people watching his Instagram live after the game.
Interesting.
I
mean, I'm sure people were tuned in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was great. Ironically, that night I was playing poker. So you
weren't watching the game?
We're doing both. Multitasking.
Oh.
You should learn how to do it.
Hey, real quick, before we continue, I got one for you real quick.
Okay, what's up?
This isn't an NBA, but we're going to continue talking NBA.
Well, give it to me then, bud.
Don't say it like that.
No, give it to me, bud.
Okay.
But not like that, though. Don't peg me.
Respect.
Okay.
So, Jay Grizz, you want in on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in by fucking default, bro.
I am a Hall of Fame player. I am a defensive back.
Okay.
And I've been in the Pro Bowl 8 times.
Richard Sherman? Oh, no. 8 times. Patrick Peterson.
No, sir.
Okay. Give me one more hit. Pro Bowl 8 times.
I'm a 2-time Super Bowl champ.
2-time Super Bowl champ.
I was drafted in 2003.
2003, dude.
Not Charles Woodson, is it?
No, you only won it one time with the Packers. So you got 2-time Super Bowl champ. You won it.
I was the 2010 AP Defensive Player of the Year.
Dude, this is
a couple more hints and you guys are going to get it. Think hard. Hall of Fame, 8-time Pro Bowl, 4-time All-Pro, two-time Super Bowl champ, drafted in 2003 in the first round.
Is he still playing? No, right?
He is retired.
He's retired. Dude, this is gonna kill me.
Did he play in the AFC?
He played in the AFC.
You got it. Come on.
Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu.
Ah, this guy, dude. I wasn't even going that direction.
So the next hint was my college was USC, and I got drafted by the Steelers. Played there my whole career.
What messes me up as a football player is you say defensive back, so I go immediately to corners. I'm going, okay, what corner's going? What's going? And
safeties and corners that's are technically the same thing.
That's why
we're so confused on Would You Rather with Champ Bailey and Charles Woodson's when in reality...
Yeah, I said that.
Jameson gets twisted on the little technicalities, like in a word, like... When we say
it's a big difference.
The vernacular.
It is. Big difference. I understand, but they're both players that are,
it's like telling
covering,
someone,
in zone and just.
I think in baseball it's like saying, so we're going to compare the dude that plays right field to a dude that plays shortstop. It's like, well,
you think it's that far off? I think it would more be like left field and center field.
It is, dude. In the scheme of things, it is far off, bro.
But okay, so what's a bigger difference? A safety to a corner or a safety to a defensive tackle? You feel me?
So it is in hindsight, yes, that is bigger. But dude, you gotta think, bro. A strong safety is playing linebacker essentially. They're gonna come up in the box. Right. They're gonna make sacks. They're playing one safety. They're gonna rush defensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough in that way where you're.
Football is definitely like a hybrid thing. Whatever, if you're playing one of those,
depending on the scheme, some teams go, no, we're not gonna do that with our strong safety. But you've seen Cam Chancellor, you see Tyrann Mathieu, where he's just continuously charging the ball, and you're just like, oh, dude, that dude plays all the positions on defense, right? You know what I'm saying? It plays all of them.
I want to get back into this when we talk about NFL. We were saving it for last today, but
we're still on MLB, yeah.
We're on NBA now.
Oh, NBA.
Remember we talked about the Bucks and whatnot, and then I got you twisted with that. I got one for you, but I had it for you. It was off top, so I was like, "Ooh, these guys are not gonna."
I mean, I'd have a sound.
It took you guys a minute to get that one right.
I'd have a sound bite for you for the Bucks, but for some reason, it doesn't want to work anymore. So
it's all good. It's all good.
Guess what, bro? We are just Bucks this is the preseason right now.
6.
I know, dude. You
said it, and it happened, and God bless you. One other thing you said on here was you bet $170 on the Bucks.
Dude, there's won $690.
That's awesome.
No way that soundbite's not working. Press it one more time.
I'll try it.
Press it one more time.
Nothing.
Come on.
Is there one for a cricket?
A cricket.
I don't know, dude. We should get that one. Yeah, if I got hit with a cricket in this podcast, I'd be so upset. And
it's okay.
That's a good one.
Filled, yeah.
Hey, we'll write that down. A cricket is another soundbite. Another one we want is JJ going, you guys suck, man. Just have his recording go on there and say that. Or if I say something good, I have a video on here on my phone of him drunk going, Z Watt. And that would be sick if I said something good. And you guys,
he's ultimately the biggest hype man, and he doesn't even need to be that.
Okay,
he doesn't even mean to be that.
So let's we'll worry about the sound bites next episode. We'll work on it. It's not the biggest deal because we're still awesome over here at Sensitive
We're sorry,
Sports.
dude. Josh just needs to do his goddamn job, dude. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Dang. Working it in while we're recording live. Beautiful.
This is how I feel every single time.
So whatever you have on there, we can start breaking in with what we get on to the next one. Anyways, it was awesome. And who's the guy? Was that PJ Tucker? Is he on the Bucks?
Yes.
Chugging the champagne like a thug.
Dude, there was boys were going crazy after that game.
Well, it's been how many years? It was the 50-year anniversary since the last time they won.
It don't even matter. You're talking about PJ Tucker, who's been on a team that has been close
every year.
Never got off that pinnacle. And all of a sudden he wins. I'm going crazy, dude.
That was like Ron Artest when Kobe won it. He was like, "This guy won me a ring."
I'm talking nipples out, bro. I'm going crazy on national television. Yeah. You know how I'm going, bro.
Anyways,
I'm going crazy.
So, boys, that's awesome for the Bucks and Giannis because Giannis is going to be he's top 25 discussion now. After that, in my opinion.
Well, when that happens, it's
defensive player of the year and the 2 MVPs. What's up now?
Well, dude, the conversation's closed. Everyone, when you reach that pinnacle, it's always, well, did he win a championship? Yes.
Yeah.
He won a championship.
It's over.
That
now.
conversation is closed. Now, all you're going to say is, what more can he do in that NBA?
And I think there's a lot more he could do.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
The next thing is, what's up, boys? Where do you think these players are going to be spending their off season? If you were an NBA player, where would you want to spend your off season? First thing you do, you're free for a good month.
Okay, I'm talking.
Brooke Lopez,
Brooke Lopez is going to Disney World.
Disney World,
dude.
After being there, trapped for a whole.
Dude. I'm going red light.
LeBron
district.
said he has some PTSD from Disney World.
I'm going red light district Amsterdam. I'm getting myself a couple hookers, dude, that are just thick in the waist and just getting crazy. Bud. That's where I'm fucking going.
Where would I go?
Not the red light district.
I'd probably go to Vegas.
No, don't be so lame about it.
I'm talking about
dude.
the night of, though. Like the night of.
Okay. That's. I mean, realistically, can't go the night of. So let's give me something better than that.
Well, you can get a flight to there, and then.
I mean, unless you charter a jet. What time's the final game at?
Did they win it in Phoenix? They won it on the road.
They won it in Milwaukee.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. And that's
Bucks and six.
You know what? I would probably want to do something and. Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
When you're that kind of guy.
Hey, Bucks in 6.
Yeah, Josh. Good. That's great. That's great. Bucks in 6. Lakers are not the champs anymore. They are the 2020 champions.
Hey, you know what, though? I was listening to the radio the other day, and I feel bad for Laker fans.
Why do you feel bad for us?
You didn't get a parade.
Well, I feel bad for them, too, then. Jeez.
You know what? The parade's for no one but the players anyways.
No, it's for the fan. What are you talking about?
It's for the fans that are 12.
You're telling... Who's your favorite team of all time?
Okay, you know what? I'm lying.
Yeah.
I'm lying. If the Blackhawks... If I was living in Chicago and they won, I would definitely be out there with my fucking tits out just for the boys. Yeah, I would be. Yeah, I would be. Now, we just acquired Seth Jones. Everyone, as a little input. Now we had to go out of Bogquist, but it's okay. It's okay.
So, who do you guys think is winning the championship next year? With everybody healthy?
It all depends on what's going with the free agency.
So where are these players going? Where do you think Dame could go? I want, dude, in a perfect world, I said this on Rogan and Rodney last week.
Say it.
In a perfect world, Bradley Beal to the Lakers. And I just saw something about him wanting a trade. So what if they worked out a trade to send him there?
So Bradley Beal...
They sign and trade for Dennis Schroeder? Because that's the thing.
It's Dennis Schroeder.
I don't care. He ain't going to be a Laker for much
Schroeder.
longer. Yeah, Magic said he don't have
I want to say, look,
he got it.
Love Dennis Schroeder, but thank you so much for not signing that deal that they offered you midseason, because now it opens up a cap space for us to actually get someone that's going to do something. I love you, Dennis Schroeder, but goddamn it, you fucked me. You fucked me in the playoffs, goddamn it.
Oh, man.
For next year, if this is all hypothetical.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical.
If Brooklyn can figure out their payroll issue, I got Brooklyn defeating Denver in the finals.
No, okay. Josh, you went too far.
Sure.
Bud. We're talking about free agency
So
here.
you don't think your team's going to sign anybody this offseason and go back to the finals?
Wow, it was the one season pony show.
That's what you're telling me.
Okay.
One hit wonder.
So you guys, being big LA fans and Chicago fans, you have no idea what it's like to support small market teams. The Brewers, the Packers,
I know.
the Bucks. We don't have a $250 million payroll.
No one's trying to cry here. Let's
okay.
go spit it out.
So, I mean, no, I don't think we're going to add anybody. I really don't. And if we do, it's probably going to be a center. So, no, I don't.
Look, the reason the Bucks won this year is because teams were injured. Let's not get that shit twisted.
Maybe, but the Bucks were the best defensive NBA team.
Dude, if
true, Josh.
If the Nets were completely healthy, they're not going to the championship.
You know what, though?
They played the Hawks. They played the Hawks without Trae Young and beat them.
Trae Young was there.
for the first.
No.
Trae Young missed 2 games. Giannis missed 2 games.
Guys,
so that's an even series.
this was a season
dude
for
you-
the
you guys-
unlikelies to win the championship.
You guys want to hear a list of the odds to win the 2022 NBA Finals?
give it to me because I'm done with
because
this.
it's kind of ridiculous.
I mean, it's the Nets.
It's the Knicks at plus 195,
the Lakers and the Bucks.
Lakers plus 600.
Now is this
Plus 190. Who in the heck is gonna? You're gonna bet $50 to win what? Like $120?
Yeah, but all that being said, that's if the Nets can figure out their payroll issue, which
They do gotta
Vegas-
figure out a payroll. They're not
Vegas-
gonna be able to keep Blake Griffin. They're not gonna be able to keep.
I think that's irrelevant, those players. I think it's just the core 3, right?
So you just
Yeah, but
think
they're
James
gonna-
Harden and Kyrie with the kind of similar play style? Defense does matter, dude. And the referees hold their whistle in the playoffs. And I'm going to say right now, everyone thought that Houston had a good chance to beat the freaking
well,
the Celtics? No.
wait. What are you talking about? Houston beating
isn't
who?
Houston in the West?
No,
Yeah.
this was like I'm talking about back in the day when they had
Oh.
Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook and stuff.
It was to beat
Yeah, it was just no. it was just-
Warriors. Yeah,
Oh,
Warriors.
yeah,
Warriors.
okay.
It was to beat the Warriors, and they were close. They could have,
Dude,
been.
it's just
But Klay Thompson.
no. This was the thing. What you're saying, the defense. They thought that they could just outscore the opponent, but when you're playing the team like the Warriors, you're not. Because look, they have Draymond Green, one player that's going to play defense no matter what,
And Klay Thompson.
and Klay
Thompson's
Thompson,
one of the
great,
best
yeah,
defending guards
absolutely,
in the league.
can't discard that at all.
And even Andre Iguodala when he comes off the bench.
You know what, dude? That's the point I'm trying to make. Is they were like, we're going to outscore you. No, you're not.
Yeah.
We're going to play defense, and we're going to make you not score as much points as us, and it's just going to be the same. We're not going to get. You're not going to pass that pinnacle.
Okay, well, then let's throw a boomerang and come right back to this. So if you're saying that they're capable of getting locked up on defense, then what makes you so sure that Milwaukee's defense can't lock up Brooklyn next year if they're trying to do their one-on-one
So
ISOs?
that's the thing. They match the way they match up. They match up
Baby.
perfect. They are the one team that actually can match up to Brooklyn.
They're not
Look,
the one
look,
team.
you know
They're
what?
the one team in the East, maybe.
This boy's
That's what
over
I
here.
mean. Relative to the East.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
knock them down, dude. They won the championship. I'm not gonna knock them down. You know, live your life, baby.
They need a
But next year,
defensive
it ain't
presence
happening.
in that lineup, though.
It ain't
Because
happening next year.
Well, then it's gonna. Then
I don't. So I
then,
think Kyrie's gone. I really do.
one of them's gone
To where?
because they were doing so good when Harden came into the picture.
Is
To
he gonna
where?
join the Australian Olympic team? Because
You know what? Hey, I'll take him in Milwaukee if he takes a pay cut. I mean, then
Hey,
again,
I'm sorry,
look,
Drew
hey,
Holiday.
Hey,
You did well,
hey, the
but people don't want you there. Accordingly to Josh,
the Sixers,
According to Josh,
the Sixers are going to break up that team. I'll take Embiid.
a lot of people think Dame Time's going. to
Embiid
Philly.
so you want
To where, the
Embiid-
Bucks?
So
Yeah.
you want Embiid to take the majority of the inside the paint compared to
Josh,
Giannis, because real G's moving
Josh.
silent.
Yeah.
Giannis.
Jay Grizzy, I've heard absolutely zilch about Gian.
No, this is
Joel
look,
Embiid.
No, I never
He's
said it was a
fantasizing
rumor.
over
I
here.
said I would want.
Why would you though? He'd plug up the paint. Brook Lopez is the perfect guy to be there.
Because he won't take it.
If anything, you need a legit point guard so Giannis doesn't have to handle the ball every time.
It ain't even
see
that.
what-
Brook Lopez, the game that Giannis was out, proved his point. I'm here to fucking play. What was it, 30-something points?
The one game.
So
that
what
they needed to win.
Yeah, but even have you seen him play defense?
Who? Which,
Brook Lopez in the playoffs, he was garbage.
Hey,
he was getting,
hey.
he was losing balls on the glass.
Oh, that's
all
crazy.
the time.
Have you seen him beat in a suit and tie on the sidelines? Because I've seen that most of my fucking time while watching the 76ers.
that's what Charles Barkley calls AD. He says, I call him street clothes.
That's what I'm. Exactly.
Hey,
exactly.
I just really like.
Yeah,
I really
hey,
like
Embiid is hurt a lot, bro.
well, like, what do you want? You want Brook Lopez playing the game?
Josh, if I
and
were
want-
you, I would want Kyrie or Dame time.
I would want
More
Dame.
than I
we're
would
not
want-
gonna we're not gonna afford Dame.
Of course not. So
I'd
you
take
guys are
Kyrie.
screwed with the team you got. And defense,
Right.
defense. If I'm Milwaukee, what about the Clippers though? If Kawhi doesn't go back there, their odds at 12 plus 1200 are going to drop dramatically.
where
and then
would
what
you
if
like to
Chris
see him?
Paul goes to the? Because Chris Paul going to another team is a big possibility too. And they say it's either the Lakers, the Clippers, or going back with the Suns.
I think he stays in Phoenix.
That's with
For
Chris
the
Paul, right?
So you think he's going for the money more so than the rings?
No, I think his best chance to win a ring potentially might be in Phoenix.
They are not going back to the finals next year if they don't get another player.
Yeah, they
Sure.
need
Because with the Lakers healthy and the Clippers with Kawhi healthy and the Nuggets, like you said, with Jamal Murray healthy, and what other team? Oh, Utah, a big fluke. They shouldn't have lost. The list goes on.
Dude, the thing is with Devin Booker, it kind of felt like college. He was on that Kentucky team.
You also got the Warriors coming back healthy next year. Go ahead.
But
Kentucky
he
Booker.
was on that Kentucky team. He played 5 minutes in that last game with Kentucky in the March Madness? 4 minutes, something like that.
Oh, Devin
Booker. He was on that team with
but he's still legit.
Anthony
Have
Towns.
you
He's
seen
on
him
that team.
post up? I mean, here
Who's that?
again.
He's still legit, but it felt like in the finals, towards the end, that he was just lost in the mix. Where, dude, if you have a name like he's been doing in the season, even the bubble last year, you have to assert your dominance.
But did you notice a
Yeah.
tendency? The Suns gave the ball to Chris Paul.
Well, he's the point guard. He's
right,
gonna get the ball. He's going to get the ball.
So they weren't dishing to Devin. I mean, because Devin was being almost double teamed half the
Because he
time.
was missing shots. His 3-point shot is like 28%.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
He was the best player on that Suns team.
Who's that?
No,
Devin Booker.
no.
I think
Who do you
he.
think-
DeAndre Ayton was killing it for them.
No,
Yeah.
Rebounds,
I think Booker
controlling
was
the game.
I think Booker was better.
Oh, dude. Okay. All right, that's fine.
So I could tell you right now. I know Booker put up some points those last games, but
No, he didn't. He didn't. Or they would have won.
no, he put up.
he had like
some.
4 games. He had 40 points.
He had 19
he didn't.
in the last
he
game.
didn't.
You're
That-
right.
Yeah, he didn't.
died.
But yeah, that's a
Right, but in the last game, Phoenix was like,
Booker had
Let's-
44 and 3 in the last the game 5. And the game before that, Devin Booker 42 points.
He had 10 points in one game. You can't do that. You saw it. Giannis won the championship because he was averaging 40 points a
You're
fucking
right.
game.
Bottom
Yeah,
line
but
here
Devin
is
Booker's-
listen. The thing is, Phoenix is a little unexperienced, and Booker showed that a couple of games.
they're young.
And they're young. So if Chris Paul stays with them, they're going to need one more piece to compete this year. If not, their time goes back to 2 years to be back in the final, I think. Anyways, we got to get on to UFC real quick, and we're running out of time because we still got to get into the NFL. So give me a quick fights last night. What did you think
Dude,
of
so
them?
it's
Talk about the
Did anyone
2
watch
fights.
it? Anyone watch it?
TJ Dillashaw's
No.
back.
Yeah,
Didn't watch
TJ.
it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he suffered a cut early in the fight, and it was above his eye. And if you were watching, dude, that blood is spewing into this dude's eye the entire fight. Now, after the fight, he talks about how this is the same cut. If you guys don't know, the
Okay.
fight actually was supposed to be in, I think, March or May. One of
Okay.
those two. And the reason it got delayed is because he had a cut that he had to get sewed up,
Okay.
stitches. And now he was saying after that fight, this was the same cut that I suffered, why this fight had to get delayed. So now, a lot of people were trying to say that it should have been Corey Sandhagen that won this fight because of the blood, the way the fighter looks after the fight was more deficit than the dude Corey Sandhagen. But
Okay.
dude, I think TJ Dillashaw's back in there. 2 years off, he
That's
looked
what I heard.
great, dude. He looked great.
Overall, it was a good night of fighting, though.
Overall, it was a good night of fighting,
Okay.
but I think the biggest cue from this is that TJ Dillashaw is back and he's there for the bantamweight championship.
Let's go, baby. I got one for you.
What's up?
I am a fighter in the UFC.
Okay.
I am 6'4", 240 pounds.
So he's a heavyweight.
My stance is orthodox,
Okay.
and I was born in 1982.
Heavyweight in the UFC 1982. Is he still fighting?
He is still fighting. I have a career record of 20-4.
Jesus.
Yep.
What nationality is he?
I'm not going to give you that. But my last fight was on March 27th, 2021.
I think I know.
Is it a dude from Brazil?
It's Stipe.
Stipe.
It is
Yeah.
Stipe?
Jay Grizzy.
Whoa, okay, give me the stat line again that you gave me.
I'm 6'4", 240 pounds, and my stance is orthodox, and I was born in 1982. Okay. My last fight was on March 27th, 2021, when we were in Vegas, and Francis Ngannou smashed his freaking...
Dude, if you would have given me... he had the most championship fights in the heavyweight. If you would have given me, he was a fight... Dude, I would have gotten that so instantly. But
that would have been... I was trying to milk you a little bit, but that's impressive, Jay Grizzy.
Good shit, Jay Grizzy.
That is impressive.
Good shit.
You got that over Jameson.
I'm sitting here thinking like deep, dude, in the heavyweight.
Okay, let's get into NFL real quick. We got a good 15 minutes to get going here. So Josh, what do you think? Best offensive lines, right?
Best offensive lines.
I think the best offensive line is probably the New Orleans Saints or the Colts.
Okay.
New Orleans.
I know that
That's why Alvin Kamara be so good.
PFF have them in the top 5. I would say it's Cleveland.
You have what's the PFF rating?
So
give me their top 5.
So
with a couple.
Pro Football Focus has the Cleveland Browns at 1, the Indianapolis Colts at 2, the New England Patriots at 3,
ooh, yeah,
the New Orleans Saints at 4, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 5.
Tennessee Titans with a healthy offensive line isn't horrible either.
You know what's crazy?
Taylor Lujan stays healthy.
You go off that list, but yet the teams that score the most points, the teams that rush the ball the best, are not on that list. Tennessee Titans. You're talking about average of 200 yards a game.
You're right.
And you're talking about...
What about Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, bro?
No. All I'm saying is then you're talking
Jonathan
about...
Taylor.
What about the Buffalo Bills?
Half?
Buffalo Bills scoring points. They don't have an O-line, though?
No, you're right. But their defense won a lot of games for them.
Yeah, Buffalo's defense.
I don't like this list.
I think that list is dang near accurate. So, another team that he didn't mention was the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Rams.
The Cowboys are declining, dude. They had a...
But they're just still known for having a good offensive line, and they obviously have a good playbook. Like, they run good plays every year offensively.
So they finished...
They lost all their players last year. You can't count last year.
The Cowboys
defense lets them down.
They finished 27th in final offensive line rankings, but
they're top what?
4 out of their 5 starting O-line were never playing at the same time. So their starting O-line was never healthy together at one time.
No, trust me, I understand. But yet, those dudes come back, they're still on the... Most of them are on the decline.
You know who's having a decline is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost a couple of players, and they're getting a little bit older. Who's their Najee Harris? He better be good at learning the system, dude, because he could be one of those bait picks that people go and get him early, and it could just be a crap show, you know?
Yeah, or he gets super overwhelmed because he's the only one doing actual work.
That's another good point. Or he just figures it out. I mean, University of Alabama, I think they're due for a legit star offensively.
It's funny because Pittsburgh's 31 on this list.
My take with Pittsburgh is Ben had a serious off-season injury, surgery. Most people don't do well.
Looking slim.
Yeah, do you see how skinny that guy looks?
Let's calm down.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is injury, 1 season off.
Yes.
Typically, you don't do that well. Now, your season after that, 2 years off, way better.
Is this his third year, you're saying?
So what? No, second year. So what I'm saying is passing the ball. Now, passing the ball should be better, but you guys could all attest to this. Deontay Johnson, right? That's his name on that team.
Steelers. I like him more than
He dropped
Claypool.
a lot of balls, dude. I watched the game.
I like him though. I really do.
It made me feel like I could get some cleats on and go play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was sitting there going, "What the heck is going on?"
You know what though? It wasn't just him. It was Juju and it was Claypool too. The Steelers last year itself were kind of crappy. They really weren't the best. They started off the season so hot.
That's
and
okay.
just
There you go.
fell off.
That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
They were doing good, and then they just lost it. Lost like Magellan at sea.
That's the thing about the NFL is who can stay the best till the end, right?
San Francisco 49ers have a decent line themselves.
You don't even have to be the best at the end.
That's any sport.
Anyways,
who can be the best at the end?
So, big part with this though is if you got a good offensive line, you're going to have a good, season. Well, so look at this.
Who won the MVP last year?
Aaron Rodgers.
And what'd they do?
They actually. You want to hear a stat?
I mean, dude, you could give me the numbers, but it don't even matter. They didn't win nothing.
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
That is what we're talking about.
No, we're talking about offensive
They made
line.
it to the championship.
Their O-line ranked 4th overall in grade for the past 3 years. And
David
last year,
those beers really pay
last
off.
year their O-line finished 2nd in the league.
Legit. Okay.
That's why the Packers offense scores so much.
Look at it this way. Who's the top 5? That top 5 list. Number 1 is
Browns.
Nick Chubb.
Okay.
Number 2,
great.
Colts.
Jonathan Taylor's second half was
not
legit.
gonna have a good year this year.
That's interesting because I disagree completely.
I think the Wisconsin alumni is going to have a great year.
Yeah. You think the Colts or Jonathan Taylor? Because Jonathan Taylor was people see the benefit of watching the games is you get to see how they run. And there were some times when he was running on that field where he was taking some big strides that were quick, and I was just like, oh.
My take is this: Nicole Hines is gonna have a better year than
Naheem, you mean?
Or Naheem, yeah.
Naheem, whatever the hell. I don't think so, dude. I think Taylor's gonna be their guy.
3 is the Patriots.
One of them gets hurt, though, then that's another story.
That
is who I don't know.
now they got
their running system's always screwed. You can't take anybody from
They
that
just got
side.
Trent Brown back from the Raiders. Just secured that. I think that left side. I mean, he may be playing right side, but I mean, either way, he's playing off the edge.
That's legit. That's a legit pickup. So with that said, you can't really draft any of those running backs.
The Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
Dude. That is so true. Those Patriots running backs, dude. You pick one of them up, and you are just literally gambling every single week. Okay, is this dude gonna get the?
Dude, I got 4.3, but this other guy got 17.
Well, that dude Rex, right? Rex
Burkhead.
Right, Rex Burkhead. All of a sudden, one week gets like 30-something points. It's
just
like
takes everybody's.
dude, it's like, come on now, dude.
Taking everybody's reps.
The Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette's going to be their starter after this
might not play.
Why? Because of COVID?
Yep.
He's
because
the
NFL's requirement.
You know what? I would
COVID
love
vaccines.
to talk about this COVID mandate that the NFL.
Ooh.
So now the NFL is saying, if you are not vaccinated and you test positive during the game, you are going to forfeit that game. That is a heavy burden to put on one person that may not even be affected by this disease to say that you're going to forfeit a game in a league that's
a typical move by the NFL's commissioner.
The only thing that's tough is it's not the NFL, or it's not the MLB, it's not the NHL where you have 80 games that you're playing, so where one game's not going to make a difference, right? This is a straight shot season where every single game can make a difference in the end.
Yeah,
and you're talking about wild card, dude. This is tough.
You get one game a week. You have one bad day, it's going to mess you up. We're not perfect. There are some games where people come and they're not prepared. And let's say, because as bettors, we all know there's games that we lose. And there's going to be that random game where random game where the Jaguars, beat the Jets beat the Rams. You know what I mean? There's
something odd, yeah.
There's teams that are going to finish 5-13 because there's 18 games, right? Or 17? No, there's 17.
There's
5-12.
17
so they finish 5-12. 2 of those 5 wins are going to be against a good team. And that's because they showed up that day when the other team didn't. And there's going to be games like that.
We'll do that. Like I'm saying, okay, biased opinion, the Chargers, terrible record last year, but there was so many games that they could have won.
They also lost a lot of close ones.
That's what I'm saying. It's like where it was so close that it was just like, okay, so all of a sudden COVID happens and they have to forfeit a game like this year and they're winning.
Yeah.
Dude, you just put yourself in the back seat where it's just like, okay, well, what are we doing here? Like, I mean,
long story short, it could just take you out of a rhythm if you. So yeah, we're looking to bounce back this week after not being prepared last week. Oh no, one of us gets COVID, and now we're going to lose 2 games in a row, and now our confidence is shot too.
So, what's your viewpoint on that mandate? What is your take on that?
You don't want to. Okay, you do.
No. Open up.
Sensitive sports.
Yeah, let's go.
IDGAF.
Yeah, I mean, no. You have to give what would you, if you were the commissioner, what would be your mandate?
My mandate would be, you test positive, just go home and get better, boy. Team still plays.
Now, my unpopular opinion is, stop testing.
Just stop testing.
Just stop testing these boys.
Go testing if you freaking don't feel good, dude.
If you want to sit there and test for fucking STDs, bro, you're going to find out some shit about some boys, right? Yeah. Now we're sitting here, dude, you're testing for people about COVID. but yet no one's being affected by it.
Yeah.
You're sitting there going,
God knows what people
yeah.
walk around with every day.
It's not that. God knows what these tests are like.
I know.
How do we know these things are even bulletproof, right?
What's really going to get people riled up is if all these businesses stay open, but sports is the one thing that's affected by this still. You know what I mean? Like, people are losing money. Like, Derrick Henry is not playing tonight. Like, I will lose my head.
And you know what sucks is what they're trying to do in the NFL is make the people that do not get vaccinated feel like they need to get vaccinated, because they're saying, okay, if you're not vaccinated, when you go on a away game, can't see your family. You can't talk to people. Tough. You have to wear a mask, this and that. If you don't have your mask in an interview, you're fined. You have this and that. You're like, it's to a point where you make it so uncomfortable for that person to live life that you're like, they're going to sit there and go, well, I guess I should get vaccinated because this life sucks.
Exactly. They're kind of being forced to.
And it's just crazy because you should never, as a human being, be forced to do something to your body that is not required. It's just not.
I agree.
These dudes are in tip-top athletic shape. Do not need to get a vaccine to live life.
I think we all stand that. We agree right there. We agree.
I mean,
we all agree here.
It's just crazy, man.
Yeah, they got to figure out something better, but it's gonna come with time, not this year. Anyways, Josh, Grizzly on the beat. Beep. What to do, baby? What to do, baby? Tell me what to do, baby. Current events, let me hear them. Let's go. Yeah.
All right.
You got some current events for me?
I do.
Let's hear them.
So, the Cleveland Indians have officially announced they are changing their name for
to
the 2022 MLB season. The Cleveland Guardians.
The Guardians of the Galaxy, motherfucker, dude. What is up?
Cleveland Guardians.
So the team's owner and their front office said they got the name the Guardians because it encompasses and is a good definition of how the people of Cleveland are.
You know what? I don't have a problem with the name, but have you seen the Mickey Mouse logo? The logo.
Yeah, it does look a
with
little bit animated.
With the 2 G's around the ball, dude. What is going on
here? Walt Disney-ish.
You know what? What did everyone think when the Pelicans came into the league, you know?
I mean, I feel that. I'm just saying, dude, it's like, you couldn't hire a better graphic designer for that goddamn logo?
Who's getting paid for that stuff?
Come on now.
Just like the Rams' horns on their helmets. Come on, man. You want your team to look sharp, and the Guardians.
Dude. The Guardians is, I'm telling you.
Do something like the Sharks or something.
No,
dude.
I don't think the Guardians is a bad name.
The Gorillas.
It's just, the logo, dude, is terrible. now
their the Cleveland Guardians.
Their jerseys, what are they going to fucking look like? Guardians is a long.
They're going to look the same.
It's going to look the same. It's going to say Guardians, not Indians.
Oh, what a basket of crap and anyways, Josh, you got any more current events?
Yeah, here's another one. Deshaun Watson plans to report to Houston Texans training camp amid trade request and assault allegations.
Now, how many poor women's souls are going to have to sit in line to get that dude a massage so he could get through training camp? How's that going to go?
What was that story you told me how it worked?
How it works, dude? If you're face down, you got your shoes by your face.
Yep.
If you slip a little quiche, little $20 dub,
$20 is it?
Yeah, it differs to where we're at in Chinatown.
I have no desire to do this, by the way.
I'm just saying,
but I just would like to know how it works.
It's just you slip a little cash in those little
right in the shoe.
those shoes.
Okay.
And
see that?
If
like
that lady or man, grabs that money from those shoes as you're laying face down, you flop over. And you get ready for a ride.
For a happy ending.
That's what's happening, yeah.
Happy ending massage.
I mean, I didn't say nothing like that. I'm just saying you flip over for a ride. That's all I'm saying.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the ones and the twos on how to get a happy ending massage. So if you're feeling a little frisky.
Not by past experience, I'm just saying.
No, this is right from Jameson's mouth.
Word of mouth.
Okay?
Word of mouth. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I got one more.
We got another current event from Jay Grizzly on the beats.
Last one.
Doesn't
and this
matter,
is kind of relevant to the bet that you and I made a couple weeks ago.
USA.
Team USA falls to France at Tokyo Games for the first Olympic men's basketball loss since 2004.
My heart just dropped.
You,
I was feeling so confident about this bet until you just.
You can go back a few episodes and see where this bet took place. And what was the bet, Josh?
I think it was it $100.
Oh, it was $100.
It was $100 that when Croatia match up against the U.S. in the Olympics, Croatia will win.
There's just Dame time. KD, stop fucking with my emotions and win this goddamn game. This is bullshit, dude. You guys lost to France?
You know what? You kind of got lucky because now they're going to be ready to play.
Well, that's what we said after they lost to Australia.
You know what? I'm gonna credit this to the boys from the Bucks. All right, boys from the Bucks and Suns arriving there late. They've been partying. They've been fucking getting fucked up.
Oh, so you think it's all because of them?
Yes, I have to. I have to blame it on something.
Because of who?
I have to blame it on something.
Because of Holiday, Middleton, and Booker.
I have to blame it on something.
You know what would really help these guys right now? They need a good story or a good I got a story for you, and it could relate to them on how it could help them. So maybe they just need something funny to let the nerves out and all the stress. So this one time when we were in Little League, our teams were legit. My team, Matroni's team, Jonathan Conroy, Zach Palmentier, JJ, Elias Yorba, we were all in the Angels. Danny, Kyle, Wedo, Timmons, all these other fools were on the Reds. Josh! That's right, you weren't there yet.
No, I already left.
You left at that point.
Josh did.
That's why I didn't say. I knew you were on the year before you had all those teammates.
No, it's because I'm older than
But we were good, dude, and we traded off halves. Like, we won the first half, but lost the second half and had to play each other in the championship for, both halves. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So we're getting chewed out by our coach, Tom Brown, who played at the University of Fullerton. He was a SWAT member, undercover cop. Like, he's kind of badass.
Okay.
And he was getting on us, man. And we were, like, scared of this guy because Josh knows him. He's really...
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, but he
very
can be
intimidating.
hard-ass. Hell yeah, dude.
It sounds like it's SWAT, but
hell yeah, no
I don't
kidding.
want nothing to do with the dude from.
That was a good movie,
I've
by the way.
seen the
Colin
movies.
Farrell,
Yeah, I'm about to
Samuel.
say.
No,
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're getting chewed out, and our good buddy JJ's Father Joe, they call him, sitting against the fence, probably gone on another planet. Couldn't tell you what he was thinking, but he was just sitting there. Looked like 40% of his life was in him, dude. And he's sitting there, and all of us, like, not too far away, probably a good, like, 40, 50 feet. So Tom's yelling at us, and all of a sudden, we just hear, meow. Everybody simultaneously looks over at Joe. Joe, looking half dead, just throws up a thumbs up, and everybody, including Tom Brown to start it off, goes from yelling at us to just dude, you know what, guys? Go home. Everything's good. We'll get back to it at practice on Monday. And Joe saved us from getting our asses chewed like a pit bull in his new toy.
Oh my god, what do you call it? Yeah, you usually call it like an icebreaker in the beginning of a conversation. What do you call that at the end, though?
Oh, dude, it was beautiful. It was like the Fifth Symphony.
Dude, I have a same story right there. With Father Joe.
Really quickly, you want to hear the most or the cheesiest icebreaker?
Yeah.
Fat Penguin.
Yeah,
I just had to say something to break the ice.
Yeah.
Fat Penguin.
God damn, that was good.
Jay Grizzy on a beat. Jameson, let me hear the story before we wrap things up.
With Father Joe, so we're sitting there. We're going to Los Lagos up in Costa Mesa.
Golf course.
Now JJ tells me the tee time's at 11 o'clock, right? I'm sitting there, dude. I'm rushing my ass, dude, to get there at 11 o'clock. It's about 10:45. I call him like, hey, where you guys at? Oh, we're on the tee box. Our time's at 10:48. I'm like, oh my god, dude. I'm rushing up, dude.
Oh, I would be so butthurt.
So I rush up.
Sounds like JJ, though.
I'm hungover, dude.
We're kind of starting at 11.
Dude, I don't even get a fucking cart. Nothing. We rush through the first hole. We get to the second. We're playing with a random dude.
Oh, no.
I tee off. I go, things, a little bit left, whatever. Wind probably played into it. Now, JJ goes off.
No, it didn't.
The dude we're playing goes last, right? So Father Joe, Papa Joe, tees off. Everything's good, right? You know what I mean? He went the way he went.
Okay.
Now, the dude that we're playing with that we don't know, random, tees off. He tees off. He sets back. He's looking at the ball. All of a sudden, here. Dude, Joe just goes, my bad. The dude's like, yeah, it was a shitty shot anyways. Dude, I was just sitting there like, what in the fucking world's going on here?
Dude, that fool rips ass. Oh, one more story before we get going. We gotta get it, dude. So there's a story about our good buddy JJ and a lot of history. We were at a party back in a backyard party, and JJ is hilarious.
Yeah,
and he does this little penguin trot over to this football, and there's a ginormous possum, bigger than Zoe.
Hey guys,
going across the going across the fence. JJ goes, "Ew, a football!" He chucks it like he would have hit a target 10 feet past this possum. So it was such a small target from how far away in the backyard he was, but he squared up the possum. It was like a spiral, full on. Squares this possum up. You hear it go, like goes flying, dude. You see it go flying, and everybody celebrates and triumphant. Yeah! You know, everyone's all hyped up. And
some say it was the highlight of his life. He said that was my pinnacle moment in life. That was my
That's
peak.
what some say. The legend says,
and we're gonna have to get him on here to talk about
born.
that. Yeah, because that was the legend.
We will. That's a good idea. Let's Jay Gersey, can you schedule that for JJ to come on and specifically tell us about this possum experience? Because you guys thought it was over after that, because it's not.
We're gonna have a cool 15 minutes of JJ stories, dude. Trust me, this podcast will be filled with.
Listen, real quick. So then, 8 years later, I hear about this the next morning, and JJ goes, "Oh, dude, it was terrible." He was like, "We wake up in the middle of the night and there's a fucking possum hissing at my dad in his room." Because sometimes they leave that back door open, and somehow this possum snuck in their house. And I had a nice little stealth that I left over at his house that... And Joe gets up like a little girl, runs out of the living room, and they had to literally get that possum out of the house, and it was hissing at him, so they had to kill him. And ever since then, JJ's had weird luck with possums, and we somehow think it has to do with that night. But I just had to say that.
It came back for revenge.
Just know
that was its son.
Papa Joe has a rat tail on the back of his neck, so maybe
these
rodents
family.
Get a little confused. Exactly.
You know what, Jameson? It's all making sense now. Joe's got the rat tail. He farted. It might have smelled like meat or cheese. The possum just wanted to go and kick it, my guy. He was hissing, but really he was singing. Or poetry, maybe. Anyways, boys, I think this is enough for today. Did you guys have a great time? Because I sure did. I sure as hell did. Jay Grizzy on a beat. Got anything to say for the people?
People, party people.
people, party people. Anyways, guys, it was a great time. Thank you for joining us. Music on this podcast is Livication and Red Moon from Long Beach, California. Thank you so much. Do me a favor. Go ahead and follow these guys. Give them a listen. And do us a favor. Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe button.
Please.
We appreciate you guys so much. Come join us next for our next episode for a very fun time. Later, everybody. Have a good one.
We out, baby.
From the Middle East.
Let's go. Don't get high, kid. Don't get high, but if you do it responsibly.
Don't do drugs. Okay.
All right, last one. Tony Gonzalez, your favorite sport, NFL. Okay. Tony Gonzalez or Gronkowski. GG or Gronk.
Okay.
Gronk.
So I had a weird feeling you were gonna say Gronk. Are you gonna say Gronk? Are you gonna say Gronk too?
I want the rings on my fingers.
He likes to dance too, right?
Did Tony Gonzalez did not get a ring? I think he had a Super Bowl appearance.
Yes, he did with the Chiefs.
He did.
So
what was the second team he was on?
Falcons?
Yeah, it was the Falcons. I think I don't know if it was with the Falcons. Was it that year? Was he on the team when they lost to the Patriots? I don't think so.
No.
No.
He retired in like 2008 or 9 or something.
No, he didn't retire that late. It was for sure like 2016 he retired.
What?
Yeah, no, he played for a long time.
Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, hold on.
I bet you he stopped playing in 13, 14, not 16. I'm saying it's 2011 or 12-ish.
Well, I think you're right. Wasn't it the Falcons again? Hold on, bear with me.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude. He...
Wait.
So,
he was in...
You got that, Josh?
Bear with me. Just think.
I'm bearing with you.
He was with Atlanta when they lost to the Broncos.
Thank you. So this was in the 90s. That's what I thought, right? Or early, yes. Late 90s.
What?
96 or 7. What do you, yes.
He didn't start on the Falcons.
He finished his career with
the Falcons, bro.
Yeah, but the Broncos played in the Super Bowl in what year, Josh?
Bear with.
I'm telling you, I'm right, dude. Great.
Yeah, but Tony Gonzalez, you guys
Awesome.
too. He made a ton of money recently in real estate.
Of course, yeah, and he's on a lot of live.
And his wife is really pretty, and he's got a bunch of cute kids.
I know
Now,
I'm right on that.
Gronk is a Gronk is a bachelor, right? Or does he have a girl?
He's a bachelor. He doesn't have no girl. And I would definitely go with Tony Gonzalez because he's more well respected. And Gronk's kind of known as like a kind of dumb. Like I love him.
I think he plays that off though.
Yeah.
Really
I don't think he
does it for attention.
Yeah, I think he just likes to have fun.
His last season was 2013.
Tony Gonzalez did not have a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah,
I don't think he
either.
has. That's
No,
what I was thinking.
But whatever
The
Broncos
closest-
Super Bowl you were talking about had to have been in the
The
late 90s
closest-
if he was anywhere relevant
Yes.
towards that time.
The
of
closest they got was when they lost to the Packers. The other Packers won
playing.
2010.
That's
Oh,
great.
you had to throw that one out there.
I
huh?
But
did.
yeah, but like
I
if
did.
he was playing the Broncos at any point, like it was one of those 90 Super Bowls for sure because he didn't play with Peyton Manning in 2015.
Well, I mean, take the rings
So you didn't
aside.
answer. When did he retire?
2013
13.
with the Falcons.
You said 16.
Oh, dude, you were trying to say it was
I said
2008,
I
dude.
said 10, 11, and 12, Josh.
No, you said 2008 and 9.
11, 10,
I was-
11, and 12. He was in Atlanta.
I threw a couple guesses like that.
Yeah,
out
9,
there.
10, 11,
He was in
12,
Atlanta
13. He was in
that
Atlanta
time.
for
But they'll
5
both
But
be
I
seasons.
knew
Hall
it
of
wasn't
Famers,
no
right?
darn 2014 and later. Dude.
You know what? Besides
We
not
can
winning a
listen to
Super Bowl, I think he's one of the greatest tight ends of all time.
His numbers are definitely
TG?
there, and he is known as one of the best like football players.
Yeah.
Like he was a good football player.
I have his autograph.
Oh, really?
We're Chiefs fans.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
So let's get to our next one. Why'd you have us watch that movie?
Oh, Space Jam, 'cause I think it was way better than the original one, honestly.
Oh, that's why.
Josh, do you agree?
Nope. I tell you what.
Well, this dude didn't even watch it.
I haven't watched
Okay,
it.
hold on.
Guy didn't even watch
Alright,
the
here's
movie.
some
and he's gonna
background
call
for
it.
you.
yeah.
Jameson sends a text to all of us and says, "Look, before the next podcast, you guys need to sit down and watch."
And he didn't even do it.
That's not true.
He said that's your homework.
You gotta. The homework
He
is
did,
to
but
watch
we-
the
we
newest
didn't re-
Space Jam with LeBron.
Look. We didn't really have enough time to watch it, especially me because I don't have HBO Max, but I'm going to get it. Josh and I are going to watch it, and we're going to get back to you on what we fully think.
I did
But
watch
Josh or
it.
Jameson,
You did not
said you
watch
saw
I
it.
had to turn it off because I was gonna fall asleep.
Josh, you lit.
That's
okay,
not what
so
you said
didn't-
earlier.
Yeah, no,
You said it was so terrible he had to turn it
That's
off.
not what you said earlier, Josh.
Okay,
You said when they got sucked in the vortex, you
missed my
filed
tone.
it like a piece of
I
paper.
was falling asleep because I
Because the
didn't like
movie was
it
bad.
because it was boring. So I
Okay.
turned it
Okay,
off.
so next
But you
week's
didn't even
homework
see
is
the
that
climax.
do they have to watch it by next week then?
We'll watch it by
course.
next
We'll talk
week.
about it. Okay.
Me
And
and
I'll
Haley-
watch the first one because I haven't watched
Oh, y'all are gonna have to do the
Okay.
whole podcast with a fucking ball gag in, dude. That's what we're gonna do.
All right.
Awesome.
To watch the movie.
Awesome. We have to watch the movie. Me and Haley are planning on watching it on either Friday or Sunday. Okay.
All right.
Don't
that's
need to
our
know your
homework.
just plans. Just watch the movie.
We'll
huh?
watch the darn movie.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
want to see Harry Potter.
I
and Game
didn't
of
know if
Thrones.
there was something. Oh yeah, there was definitely Harry Potter in there. My
I want to
daughter
see
was
Lord
super excited
Stark
about
over
that.
there.
I love
okay?
I love Harry Potter. I've watched
You
like
do?
5 or 6 times through.
Okay.
All the
What about the
movies.
Seattle Kraken? JP's going to go out there, wave to everybody on the ice, and
I'm
you know,
happy about that. I'm happy there's a new expansion team.
Well, that's the thing. The thing about the expansion team is the draft, right? You saw Vegas Knights did it, and it just went so well for them that it's like,
It went too well for them, I feel. So are they going to kind of get screwed a little bit
No,
here?
I
no,
don't-
the Vegas Golden Knights are they're untouchable in this draft.
I meant the Seattle. Oh my gosh, isn't that something?
Yeah, they're not allowed to have anything touched. It is.
Wow.
Just know we are doing this podcast on 102-degree
Yeah,
weather.
it's hotter than a biscuit up in here.
Hotter than a Sex Pistol.
You know what? We're going to talk about this next
Hotter
podcast
than
with
a
Seattle Kraken. It'll get
cold
close
breath.
to the expansion.
Yeah, that's
draft.
true. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's yeah.
Do you want to quickly go over some current events
Yeah.
before we wrap things up like a Christmas present? Or
Christmas cookie.
Present.
that would be something you bake?
You can. I guess you can
I'm
wrap
baking
cookies.
right now. My glasses are fogging up.
You know what?
All right, so
Yeah,
quickly,
I have noticed that.
I'll very, I'll very
USSS
quickly,
will
I'll-
upgrade.
I'll very quickly go over current events. Okay,
This is
so
like
we-
our mixtape. Okay?
We briefly talked about the DC shooting. Just want to give you a little bit of background. It happened in the middle of the sixth between the Nationals and the Padres. The information we have now, it was 2 cars involved, and in those 2 cars there were people shooting at each other.
Were they at the game?
No, they
No.
were
Oh.
on South Capitol Street, just down the street from Capitol Hill, which
Okay.
is the street that parallels the third base line for the Nationals. There were
Is it like a nice neighborhood, dude? Why was everyone freaking out then if it happened so
DC
far
is
away?
not-
No,
parts.
yeah. I feel like a lot of these stadiums are in like the hood.
Yeah, DC
That's probably
of
one
course.
of them.
not
Real
the
estate's so much
nicest
cheaper
place.
there.
Especially the Oakland Coliseum.
So there were 3 injuries that we know of as of now. No more have come out, if you will.
No fatal injuries or what?
The
No
big
fatalities?
highlight, though, no fatalities. The big highlight, I don't know if you saw it. Tatis Machado Myers ran out of the dugout,
Grabbed some people.
and grabbed some fans and carried them back into the dugout. So shout out to
Oh,
them
that's
for
sweet.
Makes
you
sense.
know, doing the
You know,
big thing, doing the
yeah,
right
At
thing.
the end of the day, we're all just regular people, and
I'm
You
just
know.
glad no one was hurt.
I don't really like the Padres, but I
Yeah,
gotta be
me
completely honest here. I like them a little bit more after that, especially Tatis and Machado.
I like
Much respect.
Yeah,
Rob
for sure.
Parker, Fox Sports was there.
Really?
Yeah. He was telling a story on 570 today about like barging into a room and stuff, and like being legitimately scared for his life, and it just, yep. Everyone's just
Wow.
got to stay blessed and stay aware and stay
Yeah.
safe.
That's scary, dude. Yeah.
What else you got for us in current events? God bless.
Sherman.
Oh man,
Richard
dude.
Sherman?
Sherman.
Richard
So-
Sherman.
Now a lot of people. Go ahead. Let me hear about this. What do you
Okay,
got? Some
so
details before we get.
He was
into
arrested
these
last
numbers.
week,
Okay.
okay, on 5 counts, criminal charges of
Jeez.
reckless endangerment of road workers and malicious mischief.
Wow.
They're all misdemeanors. All 5 are misdemeanors, and they are the penalty is up to 90 days in jail per each. He did get out. I'm not sure if it was bail. I'm assuming it was bail.
Had to have been. A good chunk
But
of
on
change.
Thursday he was released, and it's sad to see, an ex legit NFL player go through.
I don't know
stuff
if you
like
could say act.
He was
He's
competing last
still
year.
my
Isn't he from
play,
Compton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
from
he
down the
is.
street,
He
right?
he went to Dominguez High School.
I don't.
Correct.
I'm gonna stand
good
by
point.
X because I really don't think anyone's gonna touch it.
I mean, dude, it kind of sucks because
He'll take a year off.
he's vice president of the Player Association.
It's
He's
so nuts.
and he's done so much good in communities and
Yep.
stuff like that. Where it's kind of crazy. It's like, you know what? It just sucks that this got blown out of proportion because if it's some regular hoo-ha, bro, this wouldn't even be in the news. That's what sucks about it. Like,
110%. And let's be
No
real.
one got hurt, right? He just like
no, that's the problem is that he just was raging and the cops tried to detain him and he was all, he's a big dude, bro. You're not going to detain that dude if you're just some
Random Joe.
some cops you see on those motorcycle bikes with their belly hanging out all the way to the freaking, like, you're not
Yeah.
going to detain the dude, bro. Like,
Of
come on
course.
now, dude.
And like you just mentioned, dude, he has done so much for the community.
Yeah.
He is a Stanford graduate. He went and got his degree.
What I think this really
One of the
does,
smartest players. What's
yeah,
that?
it just puts in perspective that, like, these athletes and everyone that's in these high profiles, they do have normal lives, normal feelings that everyone else has. They get mad, they get upset.
And what did you just say? A random Joe is not going to get this much
Exactly, and it's
recognition.
so
Yeah.
unfortunate
yeah,
that,
but
like,
you shouldn't be driving drunk.
That is
Like,
absolutely.
No,
You know, there's
absolutely
so
not.
much. There's Uber. There's so many different ways to get around.
100%.
no one-
There's no excuse for
we
that.
do not condone drunk driving in this podcast, even though it is sensitive sports.
Never, ever, ever.
Do not do it.
It's
Uber,
like be
Lyft.
smart. You're
And
that high
especially-
profile.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that. And that goes out to the people that are with you to step up and go, dude, no. Like if you're in more of a right state of
Yeah,
mind than them.
See, I wasn't even thinking about that part. I was thinking more about when he gets to the house and he gets a little rowdy. It's kind of like, everyone gets the.
I'm thinking about the part, Josh, did you have any more to mention about it?
No.
Well, wasn't he about
Because-
to hit like a divider though? Like he could have.
No,
killed
he
himself,
did. I'm
right?
pretty sure he did hit a
did.
construction site.
You
Yeah.
know,
and left his car there.
I'm surprised that the DA didn't try to push attempted murder or manslaughter on him.
Yeah.
Were there construction workers
And
on
him
site?
being
Yes.
the good person he
Oh, wow.
is maybe
Okay.
what bailed him out of that.
Maybe, yeah, dude. If this was Pac-Man Jones, done.
But I'm going to tell you right now, dude, nobody has said this yet, but he mentioned taking his life a couple of times
Yeah.
during
Oh,
that
wow.
whole encounter and like broke down in tears. And what I also didn't hear was that friends of his were flying in day after, like, I don't know if it was day after day, but it was for sure like week after week, checking up on him the past 3 and 4 months.
So mental health, maybe.
Mental health, 110%.
Oh,
We
really?
just talked
Yeah, I
about it
didn't know
earlier.
that, yeah.
My girlfriend is a MFT in training. DeMar DeRozan and Kevin Love are big with it in the NBA. How about the CTE hits that you're
Yeah.
getting in football? It is a serious thing, and depression is real, and it needs to be taken care of and addressed. And I don't want this guy's reputation to be completely tarnished because of all the good that he did, because maybe he wasn't in the right state mentally. It's not an excuse for driving drunk and putting people's lives at stake, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
hopefully he
And
gets help.
and to add on that, for those listening, everyone's got stuff going on in their lives. You know, it can be stressful, but you're not alone. If you know us personally, or if not, reach out to us. We're here for you. If not, the government, definitely has multiple outlets that you can use. One right now is 1-877-726-4727. That is the mental health line.
That's awesome.
So shout out to them.
Shout out and God bless.
All right, we got one more. That Jameson didn't know about. All right. Peyton Manning and Eli Manning will be Monday Night Football commentators for ESPN.
Thank God they got Booger out of there, dude. That's all I can say, dude. Honestly,
Booger McFarland?
Yes, he was god awful, dude. He was awful.
I just wanted to pick him while he was up there on
the Eli the Manning brothers though is going to be wonderful.
So it's a temporary thing. I
is
think
this the funny brother?
I think.
What do you mean temporary?
So they're only giving them right now the first 3 games.
Well,
see how it goes.
It'll be the first 3 games, and then it'll be like, oh yeah. We're gonna have to keep you guys. They're gonna have to keep rolling.
We'll see. I don't know. But did you see last year when Nickelodeon was doing it with SpongeBob?
Did you see that? We're talking I heard about that. I didn't see
Manning
it.
brothers, though.
Well, let's see how entertaining it is, because
I promise.
Hold on, Josh. Do you know the format? It's not gonna be a regular host.
No, it's not.
They're gonna be like kicking it, kind of like the shop for LeBron. It's gonna be. They're gonna have guests come on with them, and they're gonna be like kicking it. And the camera's going to be on them while they're kicking it all around. Like,
wait, what do you mean?
So it'll be like another, like you can watch the game regular, or you can watch that.
No.
It's the live broadcast, right?
Live, but it's not going to be like them standing with a football, like classic. Like they're going to like have fun stuff. It's going to be different.
So I think that's coming on the heels because there's been a lot of criticism about announcers in football. One big one is Joe Buck. There are people. There was actually a survey done, and
Dad was a legend, though.
48% of people watch football on mute because they do not want to sit there and listen to the announcement.
Wow!
So I think the NFL and
know these numbers,
sports media.
I give you this for people, dude. Watch it with a group of friends. You won't even hear shit anyways.
That's true. Like when you're at the bar, you don't hear anything, right?
Yeah, exactly,
like,
dude. Just watch it with a group of friends.
Okay, so you said it's the
commentate your own
Eli
game,
and
bud.
Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't have they have another brother that's pretty funny, right? Like that doesn't play ball.
I'm sure he's going to be a guest.
Appearance.
I don't
Okay,
see why they wouldn't do it.
It's going to be funny. I can't wait to see.
We had him at Fox. I remember. So.
Okay.
But
well, what's the big problem with Joe Buck, dude? I listened to him. It wasn't like
his voice is crispy, okay, like a crispy chicken sandwich.
He
sometimes says stuff where he looks lost at sea, like Magellan.
Yeah, I don't like.
Are you drunk with Stephen A. Smith?
The one thing that I don't like about Joe Buck, he has a lack of energy. You listen.
It
to
is
him
all monotone.
You listen to him call
how crispy
plays.
his voice is. He does sound like he's not trying.
He's not very energetic. So that's kind of why I don't like him. I think he's great. Him and his dad have done great things for the sports world in terms of broadcasting.
Especially his dad.
But I'm not the biggest.
But like Vince Scully was like that too, but I love listening to him.
Vince Scully has
tell a story though.
Vince Scully has emotion.
I love
his
him,
voice.
but I'm just saying, like,
and Evelyn
you
also,
feel there's emotion.
It was more towards the end of his career, also.
Yeah, but I love him. So
and he would tell stories and paint pictures, and
he was by himself.
It was legit, like
he was
poetry.
play-by-play / color guy.
Exactly.
He was legit.
But long story short, this was so much fun, but we need to wrap it up. It was so much fun.
Getting hot.
It's getting hot.
It's getting
we gotta
hot
go
in her.
home. We're excited for next week's episode, but before we wrap this up, we got to shout out Livocation and Red Moon from Long Beach, California.
Slapping those jams.
Slapping the bass, man.
Absolutely.
Listen to their music.
They honestly they rock. Give them a follow. Give them a listen. You won't regret it.
Give them a follow, give them a listen. Maybe go see them live. They play around all the time in Long Beach.
And go ahead right after that and give this podcast, Sensitive Sports, a follow as well.
We're on Instagram now. What's our Instagram tag, dude?
Follow and subscribe at Sensitive Sports. We love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have fun?
Absolutely.
Yes, always. Thank you.
Until next week, everybody. Bye.
Later.
Peace out.
Bye.